Bloodshed continues in Baltimore City. Another person has been killed, the fourth in a span of about 8 hours. Hello, everyone. I'm Vic Carter.
And I'm Rick Ritter. This most recent killing happened just after 8 o'clock tonight along the 2000 block of Griffiths Avenue. That's where responding officers found a man who was shot in the head. He died at the scene.
WJZ is live at police headquarters. Avajoy Burnett explains this is just the most recent murder over what's been a violent weekend. Avajoy.
Well, Vic, at least 8 people have been killed in the city of Baltimore since Friday. But today, as you mentioned, has been especially deadly. 4 people murdered in a matter of hours, and one of those victims was killed right outside of an elementary school. As Chopper 13 hovered above, the realization of the tragedy below was sinking in.
I just talked to him earlier.
City police say 3 people were shot here. 1 died on the scene. This man told WJZ he knew one of the victims.
And I heard the shots. That's the bad part here, because I was visiting my mother. And I heard the gunfire, you know. But I mean, you don't think that it's somebody you know.
The shooting happened before the sun went down right across the street from this elementary middle school here in Cherry Hill. It's one of the latest in a series of shootings in the last few days. It was a deadly 8 hours in Baltimore. A 51-year-old woman was stabbed to death in the northeast section of the city on Walther Ave. And just around the same time, a deadly shooting on West Lexington Street. And the violence continued into the night. A man was shot in Griffiths Ave. Police say when they got there, he was already dead.
No guns, more peace.
A Monday of violence followed by a weekend of violence, even in the midst of a ceasefire. This is what Mayor Jack Young had to say.
But it's unacceptable, totally unacceptable, that we're letting a small percentage of criminals just wreak havoc on the city of Baltimore.
On Friday, before several additional homicides were added to the city's rising murder numbers, Commissioner Michael Harrison said his officers are making arrests.
This department is committed to taking violent offenders, and more particularly repeat violent offenders, off of the streets.
At least 35 people have been murdered in the city of Baltimore so far this year. Compare that to 29 from the same time last year. The commissioner has said his officers have arrested 15 people so far this year for homicides. Live tonight at City Police Headquarters, Avajoy Burnett for WJZ.